Day 6 of the 365 Math Olympiad journey to becoming a Math Olympiad. It now starts. We just finished our day 6 of the 365 Math Olympiad journey, and the day was mostly about problems or exercises, whatever you want to call them. So the title of the video, I Have a Problem, is basically just the miscalculation of what I was doing. Yesterday, we talked about what are why should I focus on the exercises because I'm not very updated or retaining most of the knowledge from the previous chapters. That's why we do more exercises. But I miscalculated the fact that exercises take a very long time. So when I was doing exercises, I was doing them one by one, and I was able to solve them, but it took so much time. And when I was doing the exercises, I had a clear mind because the questions were so easy that I could just write down everything. And most of them was mostly about sentences, like write out the negation and all the other stuff, implies, implication, and or I forgot what you call them. Anyways, so what I wanted to focus on was the answers, basically true or false, and more logical stuff. So while I was doing it, I didn't want to write down like English parts. I want to actually solve problems. So while I was reading, like 30 minutes passed by, and that's when I realized, what damn, I'm going very very slow. I should probably speed this up. Then I realized maybe I can speed it up. Maybe I should just skip other questions that seem to be slowing me down. So basically, I just skipped some questions that seem really really easy or seem really really irrelevant. So there will be some questions about write it down in words, or write it down in this format, or answer this question, which is a very very easy question. What I would do is I would just like look at the question and I would answer it mentally, and I would not write down anything because that takes time. That's what I did for the first part, and I realized it's so slow. Why can't I? So after that, I just skipped more questions. So instead of like answering like 50% or 75% of the entire topic, what I did was answer like 4 or 3 questions. What I did was look at the first question of a new topic. For example, the lessons that we read here is, for example, contradictions, tautologies, which are the things that intrigued me the most because it's only had a few problems. Anyways, I would just read the first question, then I would get warmed up because I just remembered, oh, this is what tautology means. And now I just read the most difficult question instead. If I can't do the difficult question, I would go to the next difficult, like the second difficult question. And then if I answer it, then all goods. That's basically what happened. And today's experience was very very calming for once. I didn't feel pressured. I didn't think of something weird this time. I just simply answered my questions, and today was very very calming. It's very weird to say that because math is not very calming as of this moment because I keep reading, and it's actually the first time I finally felt peace. The previous episode was basically just saying time of peace. It is the time of peace because I can feel like the aura is just changing around me. I can finally have like time to understand the questions, and I can finally like remember the stuff, and I can retain it. Actually, that's actually one of the things that I wanted to do, and it seems like we're actually having progress in our journey. Another thing that helped me the most is that I went and read with a clear mind. Most of the time when I start reading for the day, I probably have like a distracted mind. I think of something else and I think of another thing while I'm reading, and also before and after. Right now, because of the white noise, it helped me a lot to clear out my thoughts. It gave me time to just stop and just read. It's very difficult. It's very different when when I say it, because you're supposed to like understand and focus on what you're reading. But for me, it's not very. It's not that simple to just read. Just read and retain everything, or just focus on it. I always think of so many things while reading, because simply reading is just not enough for me to occupy my mind. So having white noise just telling me to stop and just read was very very helpful. I recommend you try it while you're learning Matulipyat. Anyways, that's it about this episode. It was mostly about exercises, so there's not much I can say. And I hope that you learned a little bit of something in this episode. I keep saying episode. Anyways, it's just days, so I'm just gonna change that soon. I also like to like switch something up, because 1 hour is simply not enough. Like, it's new. I know it's fast. While I was doing exercises, 1 hour is simply not enough. So I'm not saying that I'm gonna change it right now, but I'm gonna plan to change it next week, because this I want to change. I want to make it like every week. I have to like know what are the disadvantages and advantages of this method, and then what are the things that I can change or improve, so that you can improve with me. So when you see something or hear from me about something that I'm doing wrong, or something that I'm doing right, or something that that makes my progress lower, you know what's going on. You can tell it to me in comments, or I can like say it to you in front of this video. So that's the purpose of this channel, to know what's wrong and right about the Matulipyat journey, so that you don't make the same mistakes as me. And that's about it. This is day 6 of the 365 Matulipyat journey. Thanks for watching.